Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name's Anisa, and don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, share, and ring the bell. Everything I've linked to will be linked to down below in the description, and let's get right into the video. So today I will be doing my first set of real press-on nails. I used to make press-on nails, but like only for myself, and it was only polish, like not like regular air drying polish, nothing crazy. So I'm going to tell you all the mistakes I made doing this, so hopefully it can help you out. And the person's nails I did this for has received them, and they said they love them. So yes, and like everything was corrected. And I also have like a couple questions, so if you can answer them, please let me know down below in the description. That'd be very helpful. But the first mistake I made was at the beginning. You saw me putting the little wall tack onto the nail, and this is the white one that came in the kit. If you watched my previous haul video, I'll link that in the cards, by the way. But yes, it didn't stick at all, and I had so much trouble with this. And I put way too much of it on because it wasn't sticking. So whenever the polish would get on it, it would like drip down the sides, kind of sort of. Now I'm trying to wipe it off as best I could. And I know it's gonna have to refile anyways, but like not too much, like just the free edge kind of to make it square, like to square it out and get the little like tip thingy out, because I left these full length. So yeah, it was pretty bad. I had to reshape a lot and I had to do like all of it off camera because it was so much. So yes, don't put as much wall tack on. Get a good wall tack. I think I showed one in my haul video that I did before that, like the blue one. That one's the one that most people use, and I went ahead and bought that one. So go ahead and use that one. Hopefully it's way more sticky, like it looks like it would be, because people only use like a little bit of that. So yes, I also am buffing the tips right now, which you really want to do. You need to remove the shine, especially if you're, giving them to someone else. Like if they're just for the video, you really don't have to, because you're not going to wear them like that. But if you're going to wear them and you want like extended wear from them, like no chipping, no polish peeling, because it's not going to stick to wherever it's smooth and shiny. So you really want to remove the shine, and all it takes is really a buffer. You can use a sanding band for it if you want to, or a file, but I chose a buffer because this buffer has a lot of grit, so I knew it was going to stick just fine. So that's what I did on all 10 nails, and I went ahead and dusted off with some alcohol, and that's what has like a little bit of white to it. And I'm using Beetle's base coat. Sorry, most of the footage of me actually doing these nails is not in there, but I do include all the bling, me doing all the bling. I don't know why, like I literally set it up perfectly so everything would be in frame, but somehow I still managed to get out of frame. So yes, base coat all the nails, and you want to cure everything for its full amount of time. If it says 30 to 60 seconds, you cure it for 60, like 90 to 120, cure it for like that 90 to 120. Don't just cure it for like the small amount of time, like 60 seconds when it needs 120, because if it peels off, that's the reason why. Is because this base layer is not it. And my sister was helping me with the other nails, so that's why I handed her that. But yeah, she said she wanted to help, and she told me she wanted one, so I will have a video of me doing her press-on nails. As you guys can see, this is an older video, as my nails were not changed versus in the haul video. I had two different nails, so yes. And I'm using the Anself gel and a Macart gel brush. I use these for cleanup all the time, and I completely forgot I had this gel. And I found it. It was a perfect nude color, but here's the issue. I kept finding little white specks, and I know for a fact it was not dust. It wasn't anything crazy. I was finding white little specks as I was brushing the nails on, and it was irritating me because I didn't have very much of this gel left, maybe like a fourth or something. But like, you guys, like these little weird specks of like lint. It didn't even look like lint. Like it didn't feel like it. Like you couldn't take it out because more little ones would pop up. So I don't know what it was. And you guys can see I started using it from like the top down, and I had to redo because plus you have to put 2 coats of these on. So it was already going to be like not that much gel left. So I had to do these nails, like one nail like 4 times because there was just dust. It was lint from somewhere. Like I cleaned my brush off, I cleaned the nail off, and plus the little wall tack wasn't sticky. Remember I told you guys it was like free floating in there? It's like, you see I had to wipe it off and restart, and I still have the other nails to do. So I was really panicking. She had accidentally knocked that over, but you guys, I was panicking because I was like, there's no freaking way I'm going to be able to do all these nails that I need to do nude, 2 coats, especially if there's little specks in them. And I didn't know what it was. And I cleaned my brush, I cleaned the nail off. I even looked inside the little pot and I was like, is there anything in there? And there wasn't. So I really don't know where it was coming from. And I was like freaking out because I was like, oh my gosh, I cannot do another nude. And I didn't have any nudes at that time. I literally, like right after I was done polishing the nails, I went ahead and bought some more because that's how much I was like, there's no way. If I have to restart, it's not going to work out. And I like these press-on tips. They don't really have an apex. You don't really want the ones that have an apex because they won't fit as well. If she messaged me back saying that they didn't fit, I'll have to go ahead and buy some new ones. But also, another mistake I made was, I don't even want to say buying these tips because, like, as you can see, they're very long and they look very good. But, and I will have to go buy some more, but these are like way more expensive than the other ones that are on the market. Like there's some that are like $6, $7, and they do the exact same thing as these ones, and they're a lot cheaper. So I will go ahead and buy those at some point, but for now I'll be rocking with these because I do have some shorter ones, and I will show you guys me doing them in another video. And I went ahead and put a glove on because it was getting way too sticky, and I'm using, I think it's Fire Tree by Born Pretty. Let me take a look. I use Fire Tree and the Vast Seas for the little glitter French. You guys will see in a second. But yes, the only requests I had for these press-on nails were make them double XL, and these tips are exactly double XL. So I didn't have anything with that. I was actually kind of freaking out doing them because I didn't read the box all the way, and so I didn't know. I was like, oh my god, I hope they're long enough. And I checked the box and they're double XL, so they were perfect. So yes, I used Fire Tree and the Vast Seas. The Vast Seas is very blue. So yes, you see I didn't get me in frame applying it the first time. But yes, all I'm doing is carving out a smile line. Sorry, all I'm doing is carving out a smile line with some acetone. You don't want to use very much acetone, just a little bit. Just enough to make sure it's a clean, like, carving out of a smile line. But also, you want to make sure, and I'm using 03, I think it is, by Mitzi's brand of the diamond polishes, because that has more of a base. So I went in with that. And then over that, I went ahead and put some of the Fire Tree because I like that sparkle a lot more. So I went in with another coat of the Vast Seas because that the pinky nails are full bling nails. And also on the one where I carved the smile line out, you want to make sure you remove the tacky layer, because if you do not, all the glitter will stick to that and you won't be able to cut it out clean. So make sure you go in with some alcohol, slip solution, I don't really recommend acetone because acetone will kind of like, it might eat at it too much if you oversaturate your napkin or your lint-free wipe. Go ahead and get that off because you will not get a clean line. So another thing I messed up on was using this wax pencil. This wax pencil, I believe it comes with the Beatles Bling kit, and I don't know why, but I always try to use it. It doesn't matter what brand it's from. It can be from anyone, and I still hate it. This made it so much harder. It legit took me 3 days to do this entire set of press-ons because first the little polish was messing up. Then I had to file into it, like file everything, and I ended up having to go reapply the gel because I had to do that much filing and cleaning up and shaping because it was so much spillage and it was too much. So I went ahead and, before I did this bling, I went ahead and added some top coat to the nails, filed them into shape. Now I'm going in with the bling to make that very clear for you guys. But before I went in with the bling, I went ahead and removed the shine from the pinky nails or wherever I was adding the bling, because you really want to protect the glitter underneath just in case something happens, really. So I went ahead and did that, especially for the French tip nails. As you can see, wherever the vast sees it, it's going to be completely blinged out. That's why I did it that way, for kind of like a guide. And you really want to top coat that, because if you get any glue on that nude, it might look a little weird. So I am going to have to top coat twice anyways, just to like really lock these in. So yes, it's a lot of top coating, because if you mess up the bling, you have to take it off. You're going to have to file, and you might file into that color, which I did do. But I did cover it up because remember, I did so much reshaping that I ended up filing into the color. So I went ahead, added more top coat to kind of like protect it. I knew it was going to be covered up by bling, so it didn't really matter that there was like a little piece missing. But on some of the pink nails, I didn't do as much with the bling, but I still did have to refile, and I ended up filing through that top coat. So I had to reapply more like Fire Tree and 03 from Mitzi and Born Pretty. So yes, be very careful. Keep it as clean as possible. Don't use as much wall tack. And you guys, I sped this up, this part right here, 3 times the speed. So I was working very fast in real life, but this wax pencil slowed me down so much. Like there, I was rubbing it on the table because the glue kept getting stuck to it. By the way, I'm using Macart brush on nail glue, and I'm just doing a full bling, alternating the sizes, you know, putting one big one, a couple small ones around it, you know, making it look good. But you want to keep the wider or bigger bling to the inside and the smaller bling on the outside. So you can go ahead and outline the nail if you really wanted to, but because it's going to add a lot of thickness to your nail. Like you see how the nails is getting like a little bit wider because of the bling. So you want to keep the smaller bling on the outsides because it'll keep that shape a little bit better, even though it's still going to like make it look a little bit thicker and wider. But you still want to not have it be too outrageous where you're having the big piece on the outside, because those will literally flick off if it's too big. And there was no way I was going to be able to do this with a like bling gel. I have some bling gels, but because there's just like, it's a full bling nail, so it is going to be a lot more difficult to do it with a bling gel, because it's going to be sliding and slipping and all the bling's going to fall off. And plus with this, the only issue I have with this is this wax tool. Like you guys will see me in like the next clip switch to a better wax tool, which is just like a basic one, and I just go so much faster. And this bling is from Amazon, but I think I bought it with something. But yes, you guys, this one came with a triangle little thing that I'm using down there at the bottom, and it came with that basic wax pencil, and that works so much better. So if you're noticing you're having a hard time with your bling and you're using the little crystal katana or whatever it's called, go ahead and get like a basic wax pencil, like whether it's the white one or like the yellow tipped one, that you have to sharpen. Those two you have to sharpen. I recommend those so much more over this. Like, it made everything so much more difficult. Like, I had to, like, it took so much energy. I had to like give up and come back another day, and I spent like all day on this, and like I would get off work, do these nails. It was a lot. So yes, don't make the same mistake as me by trying to use this little wax picker versus like the little pencil. So again, I'm going ahead and just putting, this is going to be some like a cuticle bling. What would you call it? Some people call it a crown, I think. But as you guys can see, the shape on that pinky, it got a little wider, but it's not too bad. Like, it's not that wide. So that was what I was going for. With this one big stone around like the cuticle area, and then a couple small ones, and that was it for that. I also used the hurry up spray after I was done with that bling nail, and I kept it pretty far away. But if you do get glue over the top of your stone and you spray it with the hurry up spray, it's gonna dull it out. And that happened to me a couple times, but it should be fine if you like go over it with top coat. Especially with these were like inexpensive, so sometimes when you top coat over them, it looks better if you know what I mean. But this bling doesn't look too bad on its own, but when you get that glue over it and it's like too late, like where you can't remove it, like it's like stuck in there and it's like surrounded by crystals, yeah, there's no way. So what I ended up doing on these nude nails was putting like one stone at the cuticle area and then going ahead tracing around the smile line, and then with this one, which would be the middle finger, I went ahead and like filled in the entire tip. Like, I filled in the entire thing, and I used like a diamond shape, I guess, and put it in the middle, and then I built around that, and then I still kept that shape by doing the same thing, making it like a little square around the tip and the sides, but also keeping the smaller ones near the top. So yeah, it was really, really cute. And you really need to kind of use almost all your sides. You can see I have almost all of them opened up. I just don't have the really big one open up. But yes, this glue, I like it. It dries pretty fast. So you have to work kind of faster, and you got to make sure you're like not touching it, if that makes sense. Because as soon as you touch it, like with your finger, with anything, it just falls. Like, it just kind of like falls and sticks, and you're stuck. You're kind of stuck there, and you need like acetone. If you spill it, you need acetone to clean it up. Nothing will get it off besides for acetone or a file. So be very careful with that. And also, if your little wax pencil like this one or any of the other ones get like glued up and they're not moving anymore, like you can't pick up any stones, go ahead and rub it over a file, and it should take off that glue, and you can use it like regular again, or you can sharpen it. So there's that, and I'm just gonna let you guys watch me bling in the rest of these tips. And also go in sections. Don't try and do too much. Don't try and do it all at one time, like put the glue everywhere, because you can't work that fast. Like, especially if you just drop one stone or you drop two stones, it's kind of over. Like, there's no way for you, and you're gonna have to add layers and layers and layers of glue, because you're thinking you can work faster than you're actually working faster. Because if you drop it, you kind of have to add way more than you were kind of planning on it. And you see it fell off again, so I had to touch the glue and re-add glue, and it dried, and it's a lot. It's a lot. So yes, the white wad tack that comes in the little thing, it's kind of trash, and it was horrible to work with. It kind of created a lot of problems for me while I was polishing the nails, because it kept dropping them. And I wasn't adding very much pressure either. So that's also the reason why I had to keep wiping it off, because it would like start to flip up, and I would have to press it down before it falls off. Then I would repaint it, and then it would fall off again. So I would have to repaint it again. So yes, beware of the little white wall tack that comes in those kits. But other than that, it should be fine. And like I said, letting you guys watch. So here is a much better view of what I'm doing, and as you can see, the other nails are almost, well, they pretty much are 100% finished. And I went ahead and extended the smile line on the middle finger. I was gonna do it on this one. I'm pretty sure I did do it on this one. I might have, or I might not have. And I think you can kind of feel there's like a little patch missing, and that will get covered up. But as you can see on the thumb, I did an outline of the free edge of like the French part. Like I did an outline of it and put like the big stone in the middle, connecting to the big stone that's like, well, the circular one connecting to that one. And you guys, the middle fingernail and the thumbnails are cute. I would never do it again. And here I was, like here's where I was talking about the missing paint and the new wax pencil. I was working so much faster with this new wax pencil. You guys have no idea how difficult it was to try and work with the other one. That's why I like all the other ones are done, because I did it with this one, and I kind of like had to reevaluate. Like I don't even remember. Like I remember like how long it took, but I don't remember me actually doing those other nails, because wow, it was a lot. It was difficult. That's why I don't really like doing like that. But I wanted to do something out of my comfort zone, because it would have just been very, my mom, she didn't like these. She liked them, but she didn't like them. And she said they were basic. They were basic. My mom only wears one color, but she said these were basic. And I told her, oh well. And she said these were too simple. I said they took forever. They took 3 days. And she said, why did it take that long? These were difficult. Okay, very difficult. So these, the end result looks very simple, very basic, but the process to get there was not. it was very, very much. But the end result was cute. It was worth it. I don't do bling like that. Probably still won't do bling like that. But these were very, very, very cute. I don't know how people be doing them full bling nails, like back to back to back to back, because it must have been the tool. But after that one, I was over it. This one, it went fast, so I wasn't really like freaking out over this one. This one was like easy. No glue really got stuck to my little pencil either. And if it did, like, you can see the tip is flat now. I think I just rubbed it on the table and the glue flaked off. So yeah, this little wax stick is so much better, and it's like cheap too. It's like a couple cents if you want to buy them on their own. So yes, I went ahead and sprayed them with the hurry up spray, and I wanted to make sure I did the little smiling part evenly. So I went ahead and, like, on the middle fingers, as you can see, like, one has like it going down the nail a little bit more versus the one that has like nothing right now. And then I'm gonna show you my mistake and how I fixed it. So I thought I was gonna go in and do an outline, but like I said, I was over it and it didn't look that cute to begin with. So you'll see me, I think you'll see me remove it and start all over, because I wanted more, because like they were plain, like not having bling on those fingers, it didn't feel right. But at the same time, it was just kind of like I didn't want to do too much. So I ended up doing this, looking at it, not liking it. I actually, while I put the first stone on, I hated it. And I just tried to continue, be like, oh no, it's fine. Because like I said, I was missing paint on the perimeter of the nail where I'm covering it up with the bling. And I was like, I might as well just go in and repaint it. I'm still gonna have to repaint it, so I might as well do it right now. And here I was, like, still trying to force myself to be like, I like it, and I didn't like it. Not one bit. And yeah, I really tried to force myself to like it. Hated it. And so I went ahead and got my big, like, they're for toenail cutting, but they're pretty much like nippers, those right there. And I just went ahead and removed all of it. I did not like it whatsoever. So here's how you remove it. But it does leave some like glue residue of where the stones were sitting, so you will have to go in and buff it. And it doesn't take very much. You don't need to go too deep, because it's just like a thin little layer of glue is what you should be applying anyways. So I went ahead, you know, just cleaned off the nail, and now we're ready for what I'm actually gonna do, which I'm pretty sure I just put like one stone on this, or probably nothing. And so here are those two nails top coated, and I went ahead and added some more of the fire tree to these nails, and just to give it some more sparkle, bring some more life into it, because like I said, I did file a lot. So I am just gonna go ahead and, instead of just doing like that one little area where I overfiled, just add more glitter to it, like the whole nail too. It just, and plus, like, kind of like the more layers you add, the more stability it has. The only thing on these nails that's giving it structure is the gel polish. I'm using Beetle's top coat, and I'm just going to be closing up all the gaps pretty much. And I'm gonna be giving this a full, like, 120-second cure, because like I said, every single layer I did, I fully cured it. So like the Born Pretty, like, because it's just clear, the Born Pretty reflective gel only needs like 30 seconds. It really does. It doesn't need anything more. The more pigmented Mitzi ones only need 30 seconds too, but I really do like 60. And I went ahead and put top coat over the stones that you can see, and it kind of just really, really, really locks those stones in. And you want to fully cure these, because if you do not, and you want to make sure no gel is sticking out, no bling is sticking out, no anything crazy, you want to go ahead and wipe it off if it's really like overly done. So I will have to go in and I will show you guys me packing these up, like putting them in a little box. And I do have the perfect size bubble mailers. I did show you guys them. They were the pink ones. If you get the black boxes that I did show you guys in that video as well. So yes, I hope you guys enjoyed me making a lot of mistakes. This was very difficult to edit. It took me like 2 days to edit this video. I had to like keep editing it because it's just so much footage and so much of it was bad, but at the same time the footage that was good, it's just a lot of it. So yes, these do take a long time to do. They're very tedious, so stay tuned for the reveal shots. Seeing them reflect is really, really cool as well. And here's what the nails look like. And here's where I'm adding the little, what do we call it? Like the smile line part, extending it. So they look cute like this because it's how the thumb looks. They look cute, but I really do like the extended little bling coming down the side. But for whatever reason, it matched up, but I couldn't get it to look like it matched up. So I don't know why it was doing that. I don't know why it looked like that. But I was just like, at some point, because I was like, okay, there's 3 stones. But it didn't look like it was 3 stones. Because look, it was placed differently every single time. And I was like, okay, here's another stone. Then the other side looked wrong. So I had to go back to the other side. And I was like, here's 5 stones. It was too much. But yes, definitely give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed this video. If you've watched this far, thank you so much. Because this was very difficult. I hope you understood what I was trying to say. I hope you guys kind of like learned something. And again, if you have any tips, anything, please let me know. Any suggestions for videos, suggestions for something I should do different, yeah, let me know in the comments. And again, I'm just going ahead and wiping off really anything. Here's the cart glue that I use. I just went ahead and wiped off the like residue from the hurry up spray because I don't like the way it goes on like the top coat. I feel like it does like weird underneath it. So again, just going ahead and top coating these, and on one side I made it kind of like stick up on the bling, so I went ahead and just sealed that in with some gel, so they don't like fall off or anything like that. And here I'm just top coating over everything, and like I said, the ring finger and the index finger were already top coated, so I don't have to go over those. And again, curing for 120 seconds. That is a full cure. Don't shortchange yourself, because if it's like uncured, it'll just peel off. It'll flicker off. And they're gonna be sitting there like, what do I do? So yes. These are very cute, very simple, but they're kind of like extra at the same time because it's just so much bling, so much reflectiveness. Everything is flashy, very cute. So yes, I do use the double-sided tape to stick on the bling, and that's pretty much it. So don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, share, and ring the bell. Everything I have linked to be linked to down below in the description. And keep on watching to see how I package these nails and how the nails like actually looked in the end and pictures and all that. So yes, I hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching. Bye.